deceptive spin on those serves.
Sure.
Not getting that first bump up in the air to set up the offense. She's back at it, and this one goes long. That might be a big break in this game.
Well, it's the best way to break the service of a very talented player. Let it go long.
Yeah, let her miss.
Yep.
Kelly Houston serves. That one's up near the net. Crosby gives it to Machado. Second chance for Lockdown. Christine Douglas off the Sexton block. Dug out. Free ball. Durango's on the back end of this one. And the tip, it's a kill.
And again, you're seeing Los Alamitos coming back after a very nice dig from LCC. Going back and forth to the ground and home. Themselves with a 2-point advantage.
It was all they could do just to get that ball back in the air. Jump serve, Nikki Osuna. Machado just tips it over. It's sprawling. Crosby, go. And that one's down. Once again, it was the spin. Westner was in position, but the ball handcuffed her.
In tennis, you want your opponent to be running back and forth across the back line. That time there, Los Al had LCC running back and forth across the court.
This one, Westner gets up cleanly, but is blocked by Urango. Whistle, and they're going to give the point to Los Al on that one. Must have been a net violation.
And Jimmy Munoz knew it right away. He was up and screaming at our officials tonight.
It's a 7-1 run here for the Griffins in Game 3. Machado setting up Houston from deep. Kelly Houston, not in her best position. It's one of her best shots.
Powerful shot from the senior Kelly Houston going to St. Mary's next year, playing in the WCC. And a powerful shot there to pull LCC back into the 3.
Great mechanics. Put force behind McGill. Elisa Reyes is in to serve. LCC down 3 here in Game 3. Crosby's got the set to Urango. Dangerous place to go. Gina Urango will find pay dirt more often than not.
5'11", the senior, the 4-year starter, the captain of this squad, had a great first couple of games. She's been quiet here in Game 3, but makes an impact there.
13-9, Los Al in danger of establishing control here. Murchot, did that go long? A little bit long. Krista Murchot thought she had the back line. Couldn't quite find the distance.
Very, very close for the junior Murchot. Just a little bit wide.
This is a 9-2 scoring run now. Machado like to see that end, and there it is. Krista Murchot comes through.
Well, they go right back to her. That's a great job by Machado. They go right back to Krista Murchot. She goes long. This time she finds Pater.
You know, the key is the back line play here, too, Jack. When the service is received well, and Machado gets the chance to work in a rhythm, LCC is almost unstoppable. But that first hit has been hard to find here in the last 2 games. Urango with a high bump to Kiesner here. Dug out by Machado. Now the set goes to Saxton. It's off Urango's fingertips. Crosby. This ball's going to be dug out for LCC, but 4 hits is 1 too many. Mavericks get the point after a spirited rally.
Yeah, and we'll see whether or not this is a momentum rally. It wasn't too long, but it was long enough to give LCC a little bit of time.
Machado on serve. Wolford digs it out. Crosby to Urango. Tips it, and it's dug out one-handed by Saxton. Now, Saxton on offense. Second chance tip dug out by Kiesner. Urango and Machado blocks it up in the air. Williams on the bump. Saxton from deep. Caitlin Saxton, beautiful hit.
There it is, Craig. There it is. That's one of those rallies. That's one of those momentum rallies. It pulls you within 2 now. And watch here. Nice finish from Caitlin Saxton. Look how far back she is. And she fires it in.
The redhead with her red polka dot ribbon. She says she won't play without it. It's her good luck ribbon. And that was a huge hit right there. Timeout is called. 14-12 now. Los Al's lead trimmed to 2.
And Jimmy Munoz does want that timeout. You're right. That they used that 9-2 run to pull themselves up. And LCC has come right back in it.
Well, we want to say thanks once again to the CIF, our hosts, of course, for this CIF Division I Southern California Regional Final. The winner here will play the Northern California champion coming up Saturday in San Jose. This path, something these LCC girls have been dreaming about. But I tell you what, when you wake up in a cold sweat at the end of that dream, it's LaSalle they see.
Yeah, you see some Griffins in those nightmares, absolutely. And again, thanks to the CIF, Des Ackerman, and everybody there who's given us a chance to be a part of this. But you're right. For the 5th-ranked team in the nation, LCC, you're trailing now by 2. This is a go-ahead game right here. We may see 5 sets tonight. 5 games, I should say. We very well may.
And don't forget, if we do that, 5th game is sudden death. It's to 15.
It's a much shorter contest.
Machado on serve again. LCC down 2, but rallying. Kiesner is a beautiful save by Houston. Now Saxton hits it long. Caitlin tried to go for back-to-back kills, but too much steam on that one.
And Machado and Williams were actually going after the same dig on the back line there. Machado hit it very high.
Urango's on serve. She's been troubled. Machado to Murchot, dug out by Urango. Kiesner on the bump. Free ball. Oh, but miscommunication. Machado has to scramble, and now a second free ball coming. LaSalle with a chance to set up. There's the tip. It's tipped back over by Fuller. Riley Cropper is in there as well for LaSalle. Machado now setting up Saxton through the double team and is blocked up. Crosby thinks to Cropper. Urango with steam.
And out of the timeout, the big-time rally goes Los Alamitos' way this time, and the swing is now a 4-point game. Watch the finish. Powerful finish.
Wow, swing and a miss by Jazz.
Wow.
And she's been all over the place, sprawling on that back line for some saves. Jace Williams. Machado bumps it up. Katie Fuller. Give Fuller the ball. Let her jump and do her thing.
Unstoppable from the outside hitter position there. Unstoppable.
Seriously, if you get the ball high enough, she will never be defeated.
No, you're right.
13-16, LCC down 3 in this pivotal 3rd game. The bump is up. Now, the kill is down. Urango, once again. She can hit it from that middle line, too.
Yeah, you're right. She doesn't necessarily need to be close to the net. And Los Alamitos with the point. And LCC is on their heels right now. The game 3 at a best of 5 is a pivotal game.
And LaSalle serving with a 4-point edge. Machado gets to set this one up, but it's dug out by Urango, but it's going to go into the LaSalle stands.
And that's what you were talking about earlier, Craig. When LCC gets a chance to set up their offense, with Machado hitting it on touch number 2, things go very well. And you just see it there set up so nicely. Ball, the only defense they have is to knock it out of bounds.
LCC down 3 on serve once again. Crosby, little miscommunication, Oreo, and that's going to set up the Mavericks here. Machado to Fuller. This one went off the double team, and LaSalle's going to have to just knock it over the net. Saxton on the bump. Machado to Fuller. This one's good. Katie Fuller drives it off Oreo for the point.
This is what we saw all season long from LCC. That you give Jazz Machado options. That time she went behind her with a flick behind to Katie Fuller. You have Caitlin Saxton playing on the back line in that particular service set. And Fuller able to hammer it home.
Now Kiesner from the back line through the double team and down. Houston was there, so was Kelsey Johnson, but Bethany Kiesner is tough to stop.
Well, she certainly is, and she has proven that tonight here on the road at LCC.
With the ball in her hands, the senior co-captain, Jace Williams, the libero. Back set, Fuller. That's going to ricochet off everyone's forehead and down for the point. A painful score. Katie Fuller brought the pain.
Williams, Machado, Fuller.
That's a formula for victory.
And there it is. That's, too hard for anybody to even handle.
Excedrin moment. 16-18. Christine Douglas is at middle blocker. She hits it long. There's a mistake we have not seen from the Griffins in the last 2 games.
No, we certainly have not. In particular, game number 3 here tonight.
Crowd stomping their feet, clapping their hands, trying to will the Mavericks back to a tie. Urango bumps this one up. And it's set up off the block. A nice kill from Christine Douglas.
Against the double team, and with Caitlin Saxton backing them up as well. That was a very nice effort from LaSalle.
Kiesner calling out signals, getting her team in position. Wolford's on serve. She has been tough. And this one goes right to the net. Once again, Wolford served too much to handle. They're picking on Wessner in the back line there when Wolford's on serve.
Yeah, you're right, Dan. She hit it too hard that time. It went to the net early, and no chance at all to set up your offense.
Timeout called. Ed Machado talking it over. His team down 3 in Game 3 here, the Division I CIF SoCal Finals. Take a break, come back, see who closes out this pivotal game when we return on Time Warner Cable Sports.
Good job.
Look, it's a giraffe.
I don't see it.
The less art kids get, the more it shows. Are yours getting enough? Art. Ask for more. AmericansForTheArts.org.
Head coach Ed Machado concerned. His Mavericks took Game 1, but they dropped Game 2 and are down in Game 3. Here's the break maybe they needed, as Wolford on service hits it long to give the Mavs back the ball.
Yeah, that's a break for LCC. She hasn't missed much tonight.
Kelly Houston on serve now, 2018 LaSalle leading. Crosby's going to get a chance to set it up for Christine Douglas, dug out in the back line. Machado, Saxton, through the double team and down. Caitlin Saxton scores.
And they needed that. Whenever Saxton hammers home, the crowd goes wild here for LCC. They haven't really used the crowd too much tonight. You have a distinct advantage with this La Costa Canyon gym.
Yeah, the crowd has seemed nervous the last 20 minutes or so. Here's Urango. She's the big reason why, because she has every shot in her bag.
Good vision, good court vision there. She saw the gap in the defense, able to plug it right in.
So strong, and she always finds the open spot when they go up to challenge her, anticipating the big hit. Long jump serve from Nikki Osuna. But Machado gets it to Johnson, dug out by Osuna. The tip on 2, and Machado's there. Johnson back, and Kelsey Johnson scores.
Kelsey Johnson's been quiet here lately, but the senior, 6 feet tall, able to hammer that one home.
And pumping her fists as she rotates out. Elisa Reyes comes in on the back line on service now. Machado, Saxton, and Murchot on the front line. And Reyes on serve. Urango, I tell you what, Gina Urango, the other girls, when you give them a perfect set, you know it's a score. Urango, no matter what, she can handle any set.
No, you're right. She hasn't made too many mistakes tonight. Very, very tough to defend because you don't know where it's going.
A huge point coming up here in this game. 22-20, LaSalle on serve with the advantage. Machado fakes to Murchot. Saxton dug out by Osuna on the back line. High bump coming. Urango's just going to have to bump it over. Now a chance for the Mavericks. Murchot off the double team tip, but dug out. Osuna's there. Free ball coming once again. Can LCC turn this one into a score? Machado tips it on 2, and Osuna puts it up, but then they can't respond.
Wow. LaSalle had a couple of nice digs on that rally, but unfortunately with miscommunication at the end, prevented the Griffins getting the point.
LCC could tie it on this Machado serve. It goes long.
That's not something you see here. It's not something you see at all. Machado with 48 aces on the season. That distinctive serve, a little semicircle turn.
Now Gina Urango with the ball in her hands on a jump serve. Williams, the libero, digs it out. The Murchot hit attempt was dug out. And now they hit the net, and it's a game point for LaSalle.
This is closer than LCC was at the last game point in game number 2, but still a big disadvantage for the Mavericks. They got a timeout called by Machado.
And Machado needs to rally the troops. This is where psychology starts to come in. We talk about how quiet the gym has become here, Jack. You can't emphasize enough. LaSalle has driven the stake in these girls' hearts 2 years in a row on route to winning back-to-back state championships. This is about the time in the match, don't you think, that these girls are starting to think about it?
Absolutely. I'm sure it's entered their mind. 2 years in a row, losses to the Griffins have given Los Alamitos the state championship. You've seen the number 5 team in the country, LCC. They win game number 1, drop game 2, and find themselves trailing on game point here in game number 3. You have to push that out, play your game, get back in it.
There's the noise boys now. They never lose their optimism.
No, but you get the rest of the crowd involved here. You do that by putting points on the board.
Game point in game 3. Durango serves it to Williams. Machado is going to find Fuller. Angle shot got knocked up. Now LaSalle could win it here. Bethany Kiesner tipped up by Machado. Back to Saxton. Root down. Jumping up for joy. Riley Cropper and Bethany Kiesner. They provide the block that has the Griffins just one game away from going to San Jose. 25-21, our final in game 3. LaSalle has taken 2 games in a row, and the block that brought it home.
You're right. In LCC, we get the ball back over the net, but watch the power of the block. Right there. Nice job. Left-handed, putting it back down. LCC right now kind of dejected over there on the bench, Craig.
For the first time all year long, the Mavericks have their backs against the wall. They face elimination when we come back. It's game 4. LCC must win to send it to a decisive game 5. What will happen, we'll find out right here on Time Warner Cable Sports.
Should I be planning better for retirement?
Isn't it about time to renew my driver's license?
If I go back to school, can I get a student loan? Will Medicare cover tattoo removal? Can Social Security cover...
Relax, Tony. Go to firstgov.gov. They've got all the answers.
The answers to all your government questions are always right there.
Can we get some pancakes?
Just log on or email firstgov.gov.
John says, thinking about writing the story of my life.
Oh, I know. I got this one, Jimbo. John says he wants to write the story of his life. And then he says, this is going to be tough.
When you say, yeah, Great Expectations has already been taken.
Every comic strip, video game, TV show, movie, and hit record begins with a writer. Writers, brought to you by the National Commission on Writing, which reminds you that writing is essential.
The 2-time defending state champion Los Alamitos Griffins have roared back after dropping game 1 25-19. They win game 2 emphatically. They pull out game 3 25-21. With Jack Cronin, I'm Craig Elston. And right now, LCC getting a little bit nervous there at Machado and the rest of the troops gathering up for one last huddle as they get ready to go out with a must-win game 4.
They really do. La Costa County has only lost 3 matches all year long, Craig. They have never been in a Game 5 scenario. Tonight, if they hope to win and go to the state championship, they're going to have to win Games 4 and the decisive game number 5.
Played at 25 in Game 4. If LCC wins it, it's a best-of-15 Game 5 to decide Southern California's best high school girls volleyball team.
And right now, you have to think that Los Alamitos has the momentum. You have to think that LCC is back on their heels.
Unquestionably, in this game point, just part of it, just showing you La Costa out of rhythm and the height of Los Alamitos around the net. This is where you see it come into play.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So the defense has been there all night, and it's fitting on a block that they've been able to get that game point and notch a game 3 win to go up 2 games to 1.
8 seniors on this La Costa Canyon varsity girls volleyball team. They've been playing together, club ball, all the way up through junior high since they were 8, 9 years old. They're dream state champions. But now their backs are against the wall. Caitlin Saxton, and it started with a block. LaSalle gets off to a good start. Corio was there to knock it down.
It seemed like Caitlin Saxton flew through the air laterally. She didn't get up at good enough elevation on that last attempt.
And a telegraph. LaSalle, third shot. Dug out on a nice play by Corio. But then LaSalle scrambles and loses possession.
Well, that is something that hasn't been there for LCC. The first 2 games they got down big and early. This time they come right back and get it 1 time.
Saxton on service. Set up going to Kiesner. Dug
It's just a 15-point match. It's a 15-point game.
Looking to start a run here for LCC. A big run is what propelled them to that game 1 win. The easy little tip by Keister. Machado digs it out. Berchot gets a chance at it, but Crosby's there. Out of rhythm offense here, and Keister just has to free bump it over. Around the net. Fuller. Down to Berchot. And easy set up for Los Al this time. Urango with the tip shot. Tipped back by Berchot. Nice defense. Horio off of Berchot's hands and down.
Well, we had a couple of good blocks on that series, but unfortunately, that was off of Krista Berchot, the finger and out of bounds.
Orioles had some big plays in that left hitter spot.
Got the angle right there on the left wrist.
Griffiths on serve. She's been tough. Alex Griffiths comes up with another ace.
So if you look off the Kenny, you can't fall behind by too much because that momentum has been with the Griffiths here all along. You can't find yourself looking over the bench, looking at a third-straight game defeat. You can't be thinking like that.
Griffiths jump serve from the right corner. Williams to Machado. Setting up Houston. Blocked down solidly by Bethany. Bethany Keister, the 6'3" senior again.
Keister has been having a very, very nice series of games here for Los Alamitos. Good job on the defensive end. Watch the block. Right-handed.
Again, Machado set up, back set, and into the net. Fuller. She says, my fault.
And again, Fuller, much like Saxon on the first point of this particular game, they're coming in from too far out. The serve is not there at the net.
Can't let their shoulders slump here. Down 3 points early. And there's a miss hit. But LCC's going to get a second chance. Berchot whipped it off Urango's hands. Now Horio, blocked up by Fuller. Machado, who's she going to find? Kelly Houston.
Kelly Houston on her way to St. Mary's next year. Nice job of split the defenders, calling her team down a little bit.
And you almost see her appealing for calm right there, it looks like.
Yep.
These girls trying to remember why they're the 5th-ranked team in all of the country. Horio with a miss hit, setting up LCC now. Fuller goes on 2. Nice anticipation by Katie Fuller.
Great decision. Great decision by Katie Fuller, the sophomore, making a big impact here. Pulling them back within 1 point.
Great elevation by the net. Now down 1. Another scrambling play, but Keister's got the power. Machado. Saxton digs it out. Now Houston goes for it. It's off a right-handed dig. Whistle, point 2, LCC. 5-5 tie.
Well, Acosta Cannon right back at it. You said they couldn't let their shoulders slump a little bit. Now you've got to raise up. Nice job by Kelly Houston.
We've seen some terrific athleticism from both teams all game long. Horio. Kelsey Johnson deflects it on the double team. Machado at the net to Johnson. Beautiful little tip. Oh, she didn't know if that one was going to get down or not.
Huge sigh of relief there for Kelsey Johnson. Oh, yeah, she hit right off the top of her fingers.
She just mishit it and got lucky. Crosby setting up Horio on the left side. Double team blocked down. Johnson was there with Fuller.
Now you see the excitement return to the Mavericks side of the floor. You see now everybody's kind of back in much, much better spirits.
It's a 5-point run here for LCC. And the Mavericks on serve. Dug out by Urango on the back line. Now they'll set up Keister. And she's blocked and rejected. Kelsey Johnson.
Wow, Johnson is having a terrific game for her. And Margot Demir has come in and been the one to key this with her serve.
Outstanding run of 6 straight points leads Jimmy Munoz to call timeout for the second-seeded Griffins.
Great block. And this is the second one in a row for LCC. Great do it. And you get both hands. That's the key. Get both hands. Know where that ball is going to be going off your opponent's dig and get it right back on.
And it was a double team there. I first gave Johnson credit for that second block. It was Kelly Houston on replay. We could see coming through. So Johnson and Houston with successive blocks here. Time for the home court advantage to assert itself.
Absolutely. I love the guy in the Maverick helmet. I love that.
The guy riding the stuffed Maverick.
That's fantastic as well.
Yeah. fantastic in its own way. Timeout is over. Let's see if LCC can keep the momentum going. Jimmy Munoz wanted to calm down his girls. Demir continues on serve. And add Urango down. This is a mixed up possession. Machado now at the net, finds Fuller!
And you saw exactly why that was successful. Machado had her choice. Does she go to Houston on the near side or Fuller on the far side? And it's Fuller who hammers it home.
It's a 7-0 run for LCC. Give Fuller the ball in space. It's a winning formula. Demir has been red hot on serve and once again has him scrambling. But Kiesner, yes, she calmed the ball, they say. Score the point. Kiesner doesn't like the call.
Not at all.
She pushed it, huh?
Yep, that's right. And she's going to argue it, but point goes to LCC.
Yeah, pushed it a little bit on the replay. Demir goes long to end her service run. What an outstanding run it was. 7 straight points off her serve.
And exactly what you need. Demir is not in the starting lineup. She's coming off the bench specifically to serve, and she gets the Mavericks 7 straight points.
Kiesner has been strong on serve as well, and she finds that back corner.
Unfortunate decision for LCC. Williams and Fuller letting it go. That's where you need the bench to get some help there. Get the bench involved and letting your players know exactly where that ball's going to land.
Jazz Machado showing her leadership for LCC. Very vocal there in between these serves, hitting her defense position. There was Houston. Machado finds Johnson, and Kelsey Johnson. Well, she's a pogo stick jumping up and down.
No kidding, and she has taken over game 4 here late. Watch the small, little bit of an assist here. Jazz Machado up just a little bump right over the net with a power.
That's all you need to do. She knew to hit it deep and found the spot. Now coming right back with a strong play, Christine Douglas off the Katie Crosby setup.
And again, they're going back to that far side of the court, going after Wesner and Williams.
Kelly Holford comes in to serve, the sophomore.
She's been dangerous.
Absolutely. She has been a run starter for La Salle in each of the last 2 games. Williams gets this one up, though, and the tip is down. Kelsey Johnson went for the soft touch, and Urango unable to dig it out.
You said it. Great touch there by Kelsey Johnson after a couple of hammers thrown down on kills. A little soft touch over the net.
Kelly Houston will serve now for the Mavericks. A 4-point edge. Crosby setting up Urango. Dug out by Wester, but right over the net. Back to Urango. She goes for the tip this time, and Houston's there. Good anticipation. Can Saxton come through? The dig from the backside by Kiesner. Urango. One-handed dig, no, it can't happen. Urango, Gina Urango, going to USC. She comes up with a big point.
And it is a big point for Los Alamitos. Instead of being down 13-8, now you're only down by 3, 12-9. Big, big point.
Kiesner's about to rotate back into that front line, too. That's such a difference. That one's in. Nikki Osuna found the spot.
And it goes down as an ace there. Jace Williams had a chance to knock that ball high, but she let it go.
12-10 now. LCC's lead trimmed to 2. On 2, Machado, but it's dug out. Now Urango gets a chance at it. Saxton's there. Williams, high set, double hit. Point to the Griffins.
Wow, look at the crowd here reacting. And you need this crowd involved. Need them involved.
Not happy, and a yellow card has been given to the LCC bench. Head coach Ed Machado did not like that call at all. And he might have had a good case looking at that replay. Now, Los Al could tie. Houston. Machado finds Johnson, dug out in the back row. Back comes Bethany Kiesner, and Williams is there. Machado will find Saxton this time. Off of 2 blocks, point to La Salle. They've tied it at 12.
Standing tall there. Very nice job. Katie Crosby among others in there for Los Alamitos.
4 straight points for the Griffins.
And a tie game.
Libero digs it out, but now Machado out of rhythm. Saxton comes through. Caitlin Saxton bails that play out.
You're absolutely right. I was just going to say a great save by Caitlin Saxton there because she was not set up perfectly. She had to come and make a little bit of an adjustment here. Now look how long she holds in the air.
those years of practice paying off.